No microphone.
I'm going to ask in English.
Yeah.
When you think about Tottenham, you have two clear plans. One, to keep the team in the Premier League this season. Two, work to build the Tottenham for the future. How much you can start doing the second part right now, and how much you need to keep this squad in the Premier League to achieve what you want to achieve?
How much?
How much do you have to focus on?
No. The focus is just on Sunderland. The focus is to take my focus on the game of Sunderland, and then Brighton, then Wolverhampton, one step per time.
What day do you think you can save this club?
Cosa ti fa pensare che può salvare il Tottenham?
The qualities of the players, the guys are they know the situation is very difficult, but if you watch Liverpool, Tottenham, if you watch also Atletico Madrid in Madrid, I think they showed their qualities, they show sometimes the right spirit, and we have to show 90 minutes, and we have to believe in ourselves, because the most important part in football is the mental part. You are used to speaking too much about the style of play, the tactical disposition, blah blah blah. By the end, the mental part is crucial in every work, especially in football, especially in this moment in Tottenham.
Final question for me. How do you think you're being received by the players? What kind of attitude do you see from them?
But they are working very, very well. I'm not surprised, but it's not normal, no? After, I don't know, we didn't win too many games in 2000, 2005, and we haven't won any game so far in 2000, 2006. And so can you imagine, you can imagine the atmosphere inside of the dressing room, of the training ground, but it's not like this. I saw the player with energy, with the passion. When in the meeting room we have spoken about football, about 2-3 principles, they were on with the right focus. So I'm positive for that.
Tom.
Vicario available, Anthony Kinski would be the obvious replacement. It would be his first game since that Atletico Madrid match.
Yeah.
It was a remarkable game and incident for him. What have you done to help his confidence get ready for this?
Listen, good question, because I didn't speak yet with him, because I think he doesn't need to speak too much. I have confidence. He has to be strong, but he's strong enough. He has to show what he can do, not more and not less. And I think his qualities are enough to play in Tottenham, and the players, the other players, believe in him, and he has to stay calm, in confidence. He's playing in Tottenham, so he has to be stronger than the mistakes, and to move on and stop.
And you mentioned Conor Gallagher. I believe you were interested. He was one of the players you thought about signing at Brighton. You mentioned Xavi Simons as well. Both of those players so far in their time of career have struggled to hit the heights that we know they can achieve. What can you do to bring more out of those two individuals?
More?
Fare per far ottenere giù finora non hanno raggiunto il loro potenziale al Tottenham.
two parts. One part on the focus on the ball, on the pitch, to put them in the best position, the favorite position they feel, for sure, and the mental part. I think for Gallagher is not so easy, no, because he left from Chelsea after I don't know how many seasons. He went in Atletico Madrid, now in Tottenham. In this moment for Tottenham, he was a leader in Chelsea, and now he has to adapt a new club, a new teammates, new stadium, new everything, no. And I have to help him to put as a target the Gallagher in Chelsea. And the other players, the position on the pitch, Kudus was one player because he already knew what I demand for the winger. And all player, one part mental side and one part on the pitch, and to give more solution when we have the ball, and change the focus from the defensive phase in offensive phase. Because if we have to concede goal, we concede goal. But the DNA of these players, of this club, of these players, is to keep the ball and to try the condition to score, not to preoccupati, not
Not to be worried about defending.
yeah.
And just lastly,
Because we need to win the game.
I know you've been asked why now. We know that Tottenham would have liked to hire you after Thomas Frank left. You didn't come then when the team was in a less perilous position in the league table. There's been a lot of talk about how much you're getting paid here, whether that comes into it, and why you would risk your reputation at this point, given the situation that Tottenham find themselves in. They could be relegated. Have you got a response to that?
Praticamente sì, sappiamo che il Tottenham lo voleva già dopo che è andato via Thomas Frank, e c'è un sacco di parole sul perché è venuto adesso e quanti soldi le danno, qualsiasi cosa, eccetera. C'è una risposta da dare su perché adesso?
No, you can find the right answer in my history, because I left a lot of money in my life, and the money never changed my focus on my work. I was in Marseille, and for me Marseille was a special place. I didn't say goodbye yet to my former fans, my former club, because I didn't want to make any polemic. And in that moment was good to stay at home. For me, it's not a problem this situation for Tottenham. When you come in this club, you have not to decide depends on the situation in that moment. You have to be a longer vision. Normally now the focus is on this season, these 7 games, to keep Premier League, and then we will see.
Can you give us an idea of what you have been doing for 10 days since you came? What has been, besides training, what has been happening for you?
Cosa ha fatto negli ultimi 10 giorni, a parte allenare? A parte gli allenamenti?
I have had a lot of individual meeting with the players. A lot. I spoke with all players. I analyze Sunderland, because after tomorrow there is a tough game, because Sunderland is playing a great season. Very good players and very good coach, and stop. I have no time to think to other things, just football, just meeting with the players, just to organize and to transfer and to find the right way, the best way to transfer my idea. 2, 3, not too many ideas, but 2, 3 ideas I want to see on the pitch from Sunday, and nothing.
Can you tell us anything about one or two of your key principles, one or two things you want the players to
After Sunday, I call you and I explain.
Not necessarily tactical principles, but when...
No, tactical with the ball. I want to keep the ball. I want to see again the Tottenham I watched with Postecoglou, because in the first season, when I was in my second season in Brighton, there was Postecoglou here with a lot of these players, and was one of the best team in terms of quality of play, with Pedro Porro, with Udoge, with Van der Ven and Romero in build-up, and I would like to see again.
Do you have an idea why this has been lost?
I don't know.
And finish with Sam, please.
Roberto, hi. Were you, I was wondering, were you surprised by the backlash to you taking over as Tottenham manager around your Mason Greenwood comments? And secondly, now, are you confident that things will calm down as you take your first game?
È stato sorpreso della reazione relativamente quando è stato fatto il manager del Tottenham per i commenti che ha fatto su Mason Greenwood, e pensa che questo smetterà questa situazione?
No, but, I prefer speaking in Italian this part, no? No, non sono sorpreso, mi è un po' dispiaciuto, perché mi è dispiaciuto se qualcuno si è sentito offeso, ma devo ripetere quello che ho detto l'altra volta. Su questo argomento sono molto sensibile, molto toccato, un po' per me, per come sono fatto io, un po' perché ho una figlia femmina, e quindi devo ripetere quello che ho detto l'altra volta. Sono sempre stato contro, sempre, a ogni tipo di violenza, soprattutto alle donne, ma non solo violenza, se non anche le battute, le battutine o cose sessiste. E ho una figlia femmina e questa cosa mi tocca in prima persona, però so chi sono io, so che valori ho, so come sono come persona, quindi non mi ha dato fastidio, solo un po' dispiaciuto, tutto qua.
Well, I wasn't surprised. I was a bit sorry that it happened, because and I apologize if somebody took offense with that, but I need to repeat what I've already said, because it's part of who I am. I'm very touched by this situation. I have a daughter, and I need to repeat this, I've made it clear and I want to make it clear again, I've always been against any sort of violence, or even just sexist jokes or anything against women. That's part of who I am, and especially because I have a daughter, I know very well this as well, and I'm touched like directly. I know what my values are. So I wasn't surprised, and I'm sorry if I offended, but if anything, I was a bit sorry that it happened.
Do you hope the fans that were upset will accept your apology and the
Spera che i tifosi quindi accetteranno questa sua scusa, e che lasceranno la situazione.
Sì, anche perché questo argomento non lo riaprirò più io, adesso ho già parlato nella prima intervista, ho parlato questa volta, quindi non è più neanche corretto tornare ancora su questo argomento.
Yes, I'm hoping we can move on, also because I'm certainly not going to go back on this topic. I spoke about it in my first interview, I'm speaking about it again now, I'm hoping we can move forward.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.